Sounds really weird though, saying like I would like to try being a guy. Like I'm.
So you trade lives with a guy, and the first thing you do is have a wank.
Yeah, wouldn't you? If you
Yeah,
were a
probably.
girl? Yeah,
Probably.
exactly. Come on, let's be honest.
Shh! Don't tell mum. Hello and welcome to Shh! Don't Tell Mum. My name's Barney,
And I'm Jamie.
and this is the 24th most listened to parenting podcast in
25th, but
shit
in Spain.
25th.
25th in Spain. Our neighbours are
In
Spanish.
No, they're Venezuelan, actually. You donut. We've lived there for 2 years. How do you not know? Disgusted with you.
Sorry, Valentina. We love you. Mwah.
What about Manny? How dare you? How dare you leave him out?
Okay,
I love you, Manny. Okay? She loves
I don't think he
Valentina. I
listens
love
to
you.
the pod.
He does, actually. He told me this morning.
Did he?
Does, yeah.
Oh,
I saw
that's
him
really
outside the
cute.
car and he was like, I've been listening to your podcast.
You know what he
Manny."
did a few weeks ago? So cute. He washed our car for us. He was like, I just gave your car a spray. I was like, why are you the best neighbours? Like, they will bring us food in the mornings. They'll be like, guys, do you want pancakes? We're just like, what? Or do you want some cheese?
They are great.
Or do you want some,
Do you want
like,
some
little...
cheese? They do cheese a lot. Actually.
And then,
Sorry.
do you want those little Spanish... No,
Yeah, I don't know what they're
Venezuelan
called, but they're like
pizza things.
it's almost like a pita, but they make the bread from scratch as well. I'm like, you guys are geniuses. I love it. Anyway,
I think it's the bread we got them from Mexico that time. It's very similar.
yeah, but I don't even know if they've used it. It'd be hilarious if they're like, yeah, we just put that in the bin.
Yeah. Anyway.
We didn't get it from Mexico either. We got it from Morocco.
What is wrong with my brain?
Yeah, I mean, you got to finish your sentences and you got to, remember things
I think
correctly.
I've got ADHD.
Undiagnosed, but very possibly.
Yeah.
So, how are you doing? Are you okay?
I'm going to get diagnosed.
When? Do you want to do it together?
Okay, we can do it together.
We can both do it.
Yeah. Maybe there's a boots.
Are we having a spud moment
Yeah.
over ADHD? Okay, cool.
Do you think there's like, where they have consultation rooms in Boots? Do you think they have an ADHD consultation
I don't
room?
know. I don't know how you get. I
how
imagine
do
they
you-
just sit you down and do a questionnaire or like a psychiatric evaluation.
Yeah. So
Something like that.
apparently I'm in the hot seat today.
You are, aren't you? Yeah. So last week we had, a series of 20 questions to ask your partner before you get married or before you tie the knot.
Husband to be.
Partner. Yeah, to be, Jamie. God, disgusting. So I essentially was like, I'm going to do the same thing to you. So I've kind of devised a series of questions. They're very different. Some of them are really off the cuff as well. But they're designed to get to know you better.
Okay.
So they're designed for like a similar purpose.
In case you don't want to tie the knot.
Exactly. In case I'm like, oh my God, the answer she gave to that question was batshit crazy.
Okay.
So put her in the bin, basically. That's the possible outcome of this.
Wonderful.
So you better be careful, but be
Okay.
honest.
Okay, I will.
Also, you're dressed like Mrs. Claus.
Do you like it?
What happened?
It's December.
It is, but it's also very Christmassy.
I know it's December.
So are we dressing like Christmassy throughout December?
Do you have a Christmas
I've
tree?
literally got a
just
white
for
t-shirt and black
the
jeans.
Do you have a Christmas tree just for the 25th?
What?
Do you have a Christmas tree just for the 25th?
Well, from the 1st, yeah. So fair enough. So you're Mrs. Claus for the whole December this year.
Basically, yeah, babe.
Fair play. I like it.
Thanks, babe.
Rocket will be like, Mum wears red for
A
the
lot.
whole month of December. It's just the thing she does. Yeah.
Does he talk
He's
like
gonna,
that?
yeah, he
He's
will.
really good at talking,
Maybe
isn't he?
he will. Okay. Maybe. Yeah, okay, right. I'm going to get cracking. So these are the questions designed to get to know Jamie a little bit better. So how do you, answer
But
these
how is
ones?
this relative to people listening right now? Because they don't care
They're
about
not
me.
all parenting questions. Yeah, they do care about you because they listen to this podcast and you are 50% of this podcast.
No, but is it going to
Maybe
help them in their
49%.
lives?
I'm 51.
Is it going to help them in their lives? Or is it...
I don't know. We're about to
Can they
find out.
Can they ask the same questions to their partner, potentially?
Probably.
Okay, we should put all our questions in the info.
You can
so
do
people
that.
Can,
That's
like,
cool.
Ask
You
their
can do
questions.
that. Yeah.
Oh, I can do that. Okay.
Jamie, question number 1.
Yeah.
What are some subtle romantic hints that I miss despite you repeating them?
Words of affirmation, number 1. You really struggle to say nice things at times.
So you give me like words of affirmation in the hope that I'll reciprocate.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, babe, you look really cute. And
I'm like, cheers.
no, you don't even reply sometimes.
What?
You're like playing
You're
your
making me
golf
sound like a
game.
bad
You're
partner.
watching the golf on your phone.
Watching
Or
good golf.
When I turn
They
around
are
and I
great.
say we need to be good at not being on our phones when we say goodnight to each other because we'll get into the habit of like waking up, grabbing our phone. We both do it, or going to bed on our phone. We just need to put our phones away at a certain time and like spend it together, quality time.
And watch TV.
No, we don't even need to. Just like even having a nice conversation. I feel like this podcast has definitely brought us
Babe,
closer together.
Do you feel like we can have a comprehensive conversation past 8 p.m. in our household? You fall asleep so quick and so easily that I'll ask you one question and you'll pass out.
But in the last 4 days, I've really been struggling to sleep. Like I've
because your hormones are raging, because you're on the periodical.
I must be in time with this podcast because I feel like every time we do this podcast, maybe premenstrual or on my period. So,
dear.
I know.
Always anger issues every time. So, okay, so mainly words of affirmation going missed.
That, words of affirmation, obviously getting off our phones because I say that quite a lot and it never gets
But we
changed.
should get off our phone and we never do.
Yeah, putting the toilet seat down, not the actual seat, the actual top seat. I like it down so it looks nice when you walk into a room.
Oh,
the
you mean
bowl's
the
not
lid?
open. Yes.
Oh, not like the circular seat.
No.
I've just got really good at aiming now, so I don't need to lift the seat anymore.
But you still need to put the lid down. I always put the lid down.
The lid. Okay,
Yes.
the top.
Yes.
The top hat.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Consistently.
Nice.
Yeah. That would
Okay.
make my life so much easier.
This is a question for me as well, because I've kind of...
Oh, was it for you?
No,
You in the hot
wait, it's
seat?
not for me.
If this was me asking you the questions right now, you'd be like, oh, we're doing you now. Yeah, go on.
It's a good impression of me. How much alone time do you need, or how much alone time do you value?
I think it's got a lot harder since you've got a baby. Like even when I do my makeup, like this morning annoyed me. I was doing my makeup and Barney went downstairs and didn't take the baby. So I had the baby like crawling on me or like ripping everything off the side. I like turn around after doing my powder, 2 seconds and everything's on the floor. And I'm like, and then you'll come up and go, why are you such a mess? And I'm like, it's not me. You didn't take the baby downstairs.
No,
and
because I'm like,
doing my
I've cleaned the
makeup.
kitchen, I've emptied the dishwasher,
Yeah,
I've
but
wiped
he's
down
got
the
his
sides, I've
toys
emptied the bins, I've done all this, and I come
He's
upstairs.
got his toys
It's
downstairs.
like a bomb's gone off in our bedroom, and I'm like, and she's like, but I was doing my makeup.
Yeah, he's got his toys downstairs. So honestly, it's one of those things where I'm just like, take him downstairs so we can play with his toys.
I agree,
he's got
though.
his
I should have
iPad.
taken him downstairs.
Yeah, and now he's pulled everything off the sides and, you know, licked the walls and...
Just rewind. The question was, how much alone time do you need?
Yes, since then,
how much do you
getting
want?
to it, how much do I want? That would have been lovely this morning, just to be able to do my makeup in peace.
Because I feel like
let me answer the question.
My alone time is valued at like, I like to just either be alone and play some video games for like an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. And that's my good like reset button to then go back into our relationship and tackle relationship
think one
things.
of my
I feel like
favourite...
you don't really like being alone. You like being around people.
Well, my favourite moment of our relationship, looking back over the last 7 years,
So you watched Jane the Virgin and I was playing games.
In the bath, yeah, and you had that little thing, you had like that bath thing, and I could put my laptop on it and just watch
Jane the Virgin.
Jane the Virgin, which I loved. And you would be playing your game and I'd watch like an episode or two, and then I'd get out of the bath, you know, put my moisturizer on, get ready for bed, climb into bed, and you'd be done. And we'd be off our phones and we'd actually spend some quality time together because we would have had the time for ourselves. So I always think that's quite healthy having these 2 hours, but we can't now. We've got to do bath time and bed and nursery rhymes. Then we've got to eat. And by the time we've eaten dinner,
we're shattered.
We are so fucking exhausted. I do not want to then go, I'm going to do 2 hours for myself now. No, I need sleep.
That's true. Sleep.
That's my 2 hours for
trumps
myself.
Everything else.
Exactly. So I don't know how we would fit 2 hours in for our time when you were a parent, but I would like to have it sometimes.
I think you've almost answered the third question, because the third question is, what is your most cherished memory of our dating years?
I think that was definitely up there when we didn't live together.
We didn't live together. I could go home and have some peace.
But I loved us in Crystal Palace. We became like the party house where people would just come and just like come stay for a while, and we would just obviously entertain, make cocktails. And I think my favorite time was my birthday with you and Tyler when you did like the oysters, and that was such a good birthday.
We had our friends round, and
it was COVID, so we could only have like 4 people in the house. It was just such a nice birthday, and that will go down in the history books.
That was a good one. Yeah, that was so much effort as well, that birthday. Like, we designed a menu that had a riddle for every course, and people had to guess where the course was from.
Geminis love doing this. Like, I have my best friend
back
in the
to
world.
horoscopes, people.
She's Gemini and Barney's a Gemini. And she, like with her boyfriend, what they would do, she would do like this whole like
a treasure hunt.
like a treasure hunt around London to find clues, and she'd like go up to receptionists and go, give this to him when he asks. This is a treasure hunt. Then she'd go to the next place and she'd like make a trail for him. And you love stuff like that.
Yeah,
'cause
sure.
You do
That's
it to
great.
me.
I love shit like that.
Yeah. But do you want that as well from me?
Yeah,
Or
I mean, that
do you
would be
like
fun if you did it
performing
occasionally. I don't like require it from you, but I like things like that. I
Yeah.
like puzzles. I love pub quizzes and things like
Yeah.
that. So I don't know. I'm like an encyclopedia of useless information.
But you're brilliant
So-
at things like the gift thing when we had lockdown and we went to the beach and I had the present. So I'd open one and it'd have a note and then I'd have to guess that note, the riddle.
Oh
But
my
I'm
God.
not
And
good
you
at
had,
riddles.
you had to unlock your next present. And the way to unlock it was to get in the sea. And it was freezing cold
And
in
I did
Brighton.
it.
And you were like, I don't. I was like, well, you don't get another present then. So you either get in the sea and
Then he
earn
tried
your
to do
next
it the
present.
following year and I was like, no, I've done that in my life. I don't need to do
I
this
was like, we
again.
gotta do it again. Well, because we live near the beach now. So it's great.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, cool. So your most cherished memory is living in Crystal Palace and being the party house, essentially, and your
With
birthday.
Each other. Yeah, that was lovely.
Do you ever feel like you'll be able to finish a sentence?
Did I just finish a sentence?
I wrote that question in for myself just to give myself a laugh, I think.
Do you think I will be able to?
Oh, I don't think
once
you're
I'm on
ever gonna be able
Adderall.
to.
Once I'm on
Once
Adderall.
you have Adderall, you'll be able to finish the sentence. She just, oh my God, again, if you watch our YouTube video of buying a car, you'll see what I mean. She says about 5 half sentences in a row. Oh, that was a giggle. Right. If you could trade lives with someone for a day, who would it be and why?
Ooh.
So this could fall into multiple categories because this could technically fall into like, if you really wanted to have sex with a famous celebrity, you could trade lives with their wife.
Yeah, but I think I'd
See
want to
what
be
I'm
a
saying?
guy because I'd like to see what an orgasm was like.
As a guy,
Yeah.
that's your go-to.
Yeah, I'd like to see like
Whose
how-
life would it be
What
then?
it would be like.
Who do you want to orgasm as?
It sounds really weird though, saying like I would like to try being a guy. Like I'm
So you
not
trade
gonna
lives
do
with a guy and the
sex-
first thing you do is have a wank.
Yeah, wouldn't you? If
Yeah,
were a
probably.
girl? Yeah,
Probably.
exactly. Come on, let's be honest.
Yeah, it's true. Who would it be though and why? It's got to be a couple of reasons why.
I think Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, I need to say that because you like Blake Lively as well.
I'd like Blake Lively. Or
Would you trade lives with Blake Lively though, or with Ryan Reynolds? That's the thing.
Ryan Reynolds? Oh, actually,
Then you shag Blake Lively.
I'd like to know Ryan Reynolds. I wouldn't want to be him. Actually, it would be cool to be him though. Just to kind of figure
What's it
out.
like to be hench and famous?
To play Deadpool. Oh my God, that'd be so much fun.
Yeah, imagine like you trade lives with him and he's in the middle of shooting Deadpool 3.
Oh my God. They'd be like, what's wrong with you?
You're like, I've forgotten all my lines.
Yeah.
That's who it'd be, Ryan Reynolds.
I'm going to be Ryan Reynolds.
Wow, the first thing you do is check yourself out in the mirror and
Or it'd
Then
be
you
like
could
a
trade
war
back to-
crime criminal and then I kill myself. That's dark.
whoa, that's dark. That took a turn so quickly. Oh my
You're trying to
gosh.
be intelligent about it though, thinking like, hey, who's evil and who can I like get
And you
rid
just
of?
jump off a cliff.
Yeah.
Damn. Next question, Jamie. What are you proud of, but you've never had an excuse to talk about it in conversation?
Oh, I don't know. What are you proud of? That's a hard
Flipping the question.
About me. Because then you can
Oh,
answer
I mean,
for me.
that's it's
Cop out.
basically it's like you've obviously like been proud of an achievement of something, but it just never comes up in conversation. So you've never been able to like not necessarily brag about it, but at least talk
my
about
music.
it.
I think I'm really good at producing. I just haven't had the opportunity to be able to showcase my music properly, like with a good label. And I'm
Sure.
really, really impressed by it. And I think I'm really good.
But like you've been
So-
saying, when you like the kind of social media avenue has opened up a lot of doors for people that are in the music industry
Yeah,
to be
I
able
just
to
need
release
to
their own
handle
stuff.
it better because I get so disheartened when something only gets
Yeah.
like, I get really disheartened to the
You
point where
let
I'm
numbers
like,
affect you
I
too much.
just want to stop. Like I get really upset.
You let like statistics and analytics and stuff affect you a bit too much, I think, with social media. You need to just post it and then leave it, not even check it.
Yeah.
Like I just post things. I don't look at my social media for like
I
2
think
days
coming
sometimes.
up also with like the idea with Rocket on me while we DJ, it's a bit harder now. He presses every single button. I can't make a good
Yeah.
mix. I've tried, guys, to do so many. Maybe I should do a video of me actually like doing it and show how fucking messy it is making a mix. Shouldn't I? I should actually do something like making a mix with him and how hard it actually is to make a fucking solid mix while he's there.
Yeah.
Because he's like touching things and I'm
Button,
like
button.
losing my shit. I'm like, stop touching the buttons. He loves it. He loves it. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
So music production. Okay, so that's probably
Yeah.
the thing you want to talk about, but it doesn't come up in conversation too much. So this next question is a bit of a telltale. It's like almost a gaze into your brain of how it would work, and we can include the production guys in the room right now as well, and ask them if they think this is a legit answer. And you have possibly 2, maybe 3 attempts at this answer. Okay, there's $1 million on the line, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're given a paperclip and you have to hide that paperclip in your house.
In the house?
In the house.
Our house.
Our house, right?
Yeah.
And a forensics team get to enter the house and have 24 hours to find the paperclip. Where do you hide it?
I was thinking at first, this is where my brain went.
Okay, yeah, let's go through the brain.
Okay.
Go on.
So first thing my brain went to was hiding it in some kind of hardware. So
In hardware,
in
okay. In a computer.
Either in a computer or a hard drive, because I've got so many hard drives.
Okay.
And I was like, they'll always
open
go
all of
in,
them.
yeah, because it's information. And then I thought, oh my God, you know what they wouldn't really probably touch? A vibrator. You could stick it in a vibrator.
I was thinking that as well.
Yeah. But the thing is,
We don't own any vibrators.
no. But then how would you get it in the vibrator?
You
Like,
have to unscrew it or something, surely.
I don't think you can.
Can you unscrew a vibrator?
no, I don't think you can.
Damn.
'Cause it's like solid, isn't it?
Send us an email if you think you can unscrew and insert a paperclip inside a vibrator to hide it.
And then I thought, well, then if that's the case, surely they wouldn't look in a condom wrapper. And I was like putting it in a packet of a condom and then sealing it again.
What do we think?
condom in
Legit? Do you think that's good? So you're saying inside a condom wrapper?
No, because then they could bend it and then feel it.
True.
Yeah, so you
It's
wouldn't.
a tough question. I've seen this asked on other podcasts before. That's why I thought I'd ask you to see what your answer is, because it's like a telltale sign of how creative you can be with so some of the better answers that we've come across have been hiding it in the ice cube tray. So you make it in the ice and then you freeze it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's
My
a good
mum
one.
did that once.
Someone
for a
said
gift
inside a
for someone.
keyhole,
My
in
mum-
a keyhole of your door. But it's really hard to know, because a forensics team know all the hiding spots. So it's like, how would you be able to get it inside something without tampering with it too much so that they would physically have to break
I would
something
be
to
a
find it?
terrible murderer because I'd be found out in a second. I
You're
leave
not
the
stuck,
trace
but yeah.
everywhere I go. No, but it's true because I
think
forensics
inside a
are
computer might
incredible.
be good, as in physically. So I've got a PC, so you unscrew the PC and get it inside a piece of hardware that's inside the PC, and then put it back together.
That's what I thought.
You could, but I still feel like they'll pull everything apart and they'll check everything.
Well, would they
So
though?
is it worth checking for something where things
They'd
can
look
get lost
inside
in?
the computer, but actually through the software, not the hardware.
Would you not just think to just dig in the garden and bury it in the soil? What's the chances of them finding it amongst all the soil that's in your back garden? I think that's probably
a
obvious
freaking
but
magnet,
easy.
a freaking magnet detector,
a metal detector.
metal detector.
A magnet detector.
Obviously,
A
that's
metal-
like the worst place to hide it in a garden.
I mean, you say that, but what do you have that's better? At the bottom of a plant pot?
Well, I have a question for you quickly.
Excuse me? Yeah, go on then.
Okay. If all of your 5 fingers was liquid, you could only get a liquid from your 5 fingers. What would each of the liquids be?
Water, my thumb.
Yeah.
I suppose one or two of them have to be alcohol. So beer from my
Beer.
index finger.
God,
yeah,
that would make you gassy.
like an IPA.
Yeah.
Get really fat, I think, if you
Yeah.
had just beer on tap. Why is this such a weird question?
I know, but it's great, isn't it?
Water, beer, Ribena. Ribena's great. Like an electrolyte drink, like a hydration drink,
Okay.
like a Powerade or something, or a Lucozade Sport kind of
Okay,
vibe.
and then the 5th?
Whiskey.
Whiskey.
You got whiskey and beer, and you got water, Ribena, and Powerade. Oh, I want
Mine's
something
so
fizzy. I
different.
want something fizzy,
Mine's
maybe
so
Coke
different.
Zero instead of Powerade.
Mine is water,
Yeah.
coffee,
Coffee. Oh my god, I forgot coffee.
wine.
Yeah.
Wine is incredible.
What kind of wine?
honest.
Rosé, white, or red?
Honey, because you need some sweet somewhere.
It's not a liquid.
Yeah, it's a liquid.
Honey, is honey a liquid? Honey's too viscous to be a liquid. As a word for your
Okay, so we'll
thesaurus.
change that then. Fresh orange juice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Fresh orange juice.
No, there's too many good ones, mate.
And the 5th
Rubicon
would be,
mango.
The 5th would be, oh fuck, what would the fifth one be? I had this
Fascinating
the other day.
question, but let's go back to my questions because this is what this episode's about, Jamie. Thanks. So, well done with the paperclip. You answered nothing. So,
I did. I said a vibrator.
in a vibrator. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's probably a good one. It's a good choice, actually. Let us know where you would hide it. It's thebankses@gmail.com. It's the banks with 2 S's at gmail.com. We want to find out some creative ideas from some of you at home about where you'd hide a paperclip in your house. Where's a good one? What is your most recent ick about me? Because they keep piling up.
You do. There's a lot, really. You're always...
She's just going through the Rolodex.
Yeah, yeah. You're just always so in a rush. Like, you're never like
I hate not being on
back.
time. I just hate not being on time.
You're just not a laid back person. You're becoming, as we're getting older, you're becoming a little bit more like high strung all the time.
Okay.
And I feel like that's becoming a bit of an ick because I like it because I can go completely left field, but then I can also get stressed out as well. But the ick with me and you is literally like, you're always so rushed. Like anytime you clean, you do it in a rush, or anytime you need to go anywhere, you're in a rush. It's like you're consistently in a rush. And
Do you know why?
Like, because you're waiting for me.
It's because you're not in a rush.
I know.
So every time we
feel
need
like
to
the more
leave,
rushed
I
you
always
are,
seem like I'm in a rush, but you're just
the more
already
in
late.
a rush you are, the more laid back I become. That's
It's like
how
when
it's
it's
gonna
like when
go.
you tell me to do something and it makes me want to do it less. I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do it now.
Like your fucking shoes on next to the shoe rack.
Oh my
not on
God,
the shoe rack.
enough with the shoes.
Shoe rack.
Said that last week
What
as
is
well.
it for?
Shoe whore. Okay. Here's actually something that's fairly similar to one you asked me last week as well. What counts to you as cheating? So we're talking anything from like texting someone to like being overly flirty
I feel like when you're in
to
a
physically.
it's weird. I think it all changes depending on how long you've been in a relationship for, because sometimes you're in a relationship and like you don't know where you are at, and it can mean different levels. Like for instance, one point in our relationship, I would have said texting is a cheating, but if we were going through a thing, I'd be like, okay, you know what? We had a huge argument and we'd been falling out or something, and you did something like text someone or sent them a flirty emoji or something like that. I wouldn't consider that
aubergine.
cheating. I wouldn't consider that cheating because
Imagine just sending an
of an
aubergine to someone.
argument that we had or where we were at in our relationship. There's so many levels to relationships depending on that. So it's a hard question to say. Also, you have people that are like swingers and they will happily have sex with other people in front of people. And I'm just like, I feel like that's a bit far. But then sometimes I'm like, but you know what? Each their own. They're somewhere in their relationship where they've had that conversation and gone, actually, let's spice the relationship up a bit. Maybe that's something we can do. Each to their own. So I don't know. There's so many levels of what is cheating depending on where you are in your relationship.
Okay, so let's throw out some scenarios then. Imagine like there's a text thread back and forth between me and I don't know, someone from...
Depends what they're
I don't know,
responding. Like,
Abercrombie.
I wouldn't call you cheating if somebody was like, you look really hot in this video and then sent you like a boob pic. I wouldn't call that cheating.
Well, no, that's
'Cause
just
it's not
I haven't
you.
sent them
Yeah,
anything.
exactly. You're just getting it, receiving it.
Yeah.
Because
So what if I message back being like, yeah, yeah.
no, that's not cheating.
Okay, cool.
But I did see something the other day, I have to be honest with you. I went on your
What?
phone by accident.
By accident, yeah.
A girl texted you going, I really love your videos with your son. And then she sent you a boob pic. And
A boob pic?
And I deleted the message.
Yo! You deleted it off my phone! Oh my God!
I was like,
got sent a
bitch.
nude and I didn't get to see it.
Yeah.
You bitch.
So I know you definitely do get them. But I don't consider
Holy
that.
shit! I've never received a boob pic. That would have been the first one.
No.
Oh shit, you not.
No, you must
Were they at
have.
least good boobs?
No, they were just like, she was
Oh.
slutty. And you saw her face as well. So that was like, I was like, that's too far. You're watching her face. I was like, it'd be
You're watching
fine
her face,
if it was
that's
like
too
neck
far.
down, but you're literally seeing her. She's like,
Oh my God, someone sent me a boob pic and I didn't even get to see it.
yeah, sorry.
And you snuck on my phone. Don't do that.
I know. Sorry, my bad.
That's sneaky.
I know
You can
it's
ask me
sneaky.
to see my phone and I'll just let you see it. It's fine.
I don't know why though. Something told
Why
me.
do you
And then
go
I
like-
saw that.
And you saw a tit picture and I didn't even, obviously I hadn't replied to it because I haven't fucking seen it. Imagine I'd replied to it. Would you have been, that is with just like, great rack. Yeah, that probably is
No,
cheating,
but
isn't
I
it?
Yeah, but I wouldn't have seen what the photo was. It could have been like a garage rack or something, couldn't it?
A garage rack.
Yeah,
that's
because
probably
you know
what it
when you
is.
see pictures, they're explosive, so you can't actually click them again.
They're explosive. They just
Yeah.
delete after the first view.
Yeah.
Jeez. You would have been proud of me. I did have a thread like that one time where some girl was like, love your videos with you and your son or whatever. And I was like, thanks very much, whatever, cool. And I gave her like a thumbs up. And she sent me a picture of her ass. And so I replied.
So you do get them.
No, I've never had a boob pic. I had someone's bum in like shorts. And I was like, so then I replied going, please don't send me these. You know that I have a girlfriend and a son. I actually did send this. I know you're not going to believe me, but I actually did send that. And then she sent another picture of her ass just in underwear. And I was
It's getting
like,
worse.
and then I just blocked her. And that was it.
Yeah, we do
I was
get
like, you
messages
can't
being like, I've been in
censor
a
that.
relationship with your partner for months.
Yeah.
They're the weird ones. Yeah.
So someone's been catfishing using my pictures basically.
For a very long time.
And
But
then
like,
the girls find
but
my
it's
actual
so many
account on
girls.
Instagram and message going, I've been in a relationship with you for 6 months and I've just found out you're not
and
you.
Barney's like,
And
you're
I'm
a fucking idiot. And I'm literally like, Barney, she's be nice to her. She's been in a relationship. And then the problem is then he's nice to them and they're like, so can I have your number?
yeah,
And, he's like,
and then
no!
they carry it on. They're like, so, like, how are you doing? And I'm like, no, this isn't an invitation to
Like,
continue
we're having
messaging.
this on you because I get none of these. I
you
get
not?
more ex-boyfriends.
I thought girls would get like a library of
No, I
dicks on
get
their
more
DMs.
I get more ex-boyfriends sliding into my DMs.
Ex-boyfriends.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's explore this. Go on then.
People that weren't ever that serious and they were like quick
Oh,
Always
quick,
slide
one
into,
and
like,
done. Thanks very much.
into DMs. So they're like, they'll just slide in with an emoji or something. And I'm just like, cool, that's
Aubergine.
nice. Yeah, like love hearts or something like that.
From
that
an
kind of
ex?
thing. Oh my
Or
God,
just
all the
someone you went
time.
on a date with? An actual legit ex?
Like people I was with for like 3 months. People that still find me attractive, probably.
Okay.
That's it.
And they know that we're together and have a child. Nice guys. They
Yeah.
seem cool.
Yeah.
Right.
But what can you do with that? You're just like, cool. I feel quite flattered by it,
Thanks.
actually.
Yeah, of course you would. Anyone would. Like, I'd
Yeah.
feel flattered by that.
I think it's quite nice.
Okay.
Still got it,
Leaning
even
onto
though I'm a
this.
mother.
Oh my God. Literally, I have 2 more questions left. My last one we'll go to first because my last one is, how do you handle contact from exes?
Oh, how weird.
Oh,
See,
yeah,
that's
there you
what's
go.
happening with me.
So
last
how
week.
would, a legit ex, so someone who you were for like years, imagine they messaged you, I was so wrong. You're so amazing. I missed you so much. How would you respond? Or would you just
wouldn't
not respond?
I just wouldn't respond.
Ignoring.
Yeah, I would just be like, ugh. Or I'd just be like, oh, like one of those hugs. You know, like the hug thing. We just like,
What if they're like, she sent me an emoji of people having sex. No, it was a hugging one. No. See? There you go.
no.
You've just lured yourself
Or I'd
into a
send
trap.
them a GIF where it's just like a funny, yeah, just like a funny GIF of some sort.
Just a gift like that.
Or that little kid that's like this, you know, the little one.
All right, last question, my love. What type of porn, if any, do you watch? There you go. Insider information. I don't get the impression that you actually watch much porn.
No.
Because every time I've kind of mentioned like ever watching anything, either with you or like, do you what? You're always like, no, I don't like. You're not like.
It's never really been a thing of mine. Yeah. I think you are out of everybody in my in my relationship. I mean, guys, I'm 35. So I started my dating life started when I was 18. And I've had 3 long-term boyfriends, not even, probably just 2 long-term boyfriends.
Mm-hmm.
We're laughing about it because we know what's coming up on the pod soon. But what I can say is, what?
I wouldn't openly
don't-
say anything.
no.
You're gonna have to miss this question now. Well, you personally, what do you ever watch, if any? Do you ever watch it
I
without
feel
me
like
or anything? Like, do you ever watch any? Just at home?
I think I've only ever done that once when you were away.
Once.
And I think it was like fucking a taxi or something.
Fake Taxi. Yes. Fake Taxi's good. Fair play. That's the reason why it's popular.
I I think it's like the whole thing of like spontaneous sex
In like
when you don't
in
expect it,
like
that kind of
reality,
thing.
the reality
Yeah.
of people that would maybe like have
Like
sex in a given
scenarios.
situation.
Like I'm cleaning your house. Oh, oops! I
I got
dropped
stuck
my-
in the water in the dryer,
Yeah, those kind of things. Or
stuck under the bed.
sorry, I fell onto your dick. That kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly. Did you order a sausage pizza? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think stuff like that would be my go-to if I had to watch a porn, because I feel like okay, should we tell the pod what we used to do when we were younger? Like we'd do scenarios. So you
No,
would-
let's not go
okay.
into that. Too much of an open book sometimes.
We
babe.
really are, but you asked the question about porn. That's a very open
Oh,
question.
I know, but I
towards
just
me.
thought it'd be funny if you were like, "Yeah, I watch lesbians," and it'd been like, "Well, hey," and then that would have been it.
Great.
Instead, you
I
dive real
actually
deep.
don't watch lesbians fuck, but
Yeah,
each
I
their
don't think
own.
anyone watches lesbians fuck. Oh, I heard a really funny because they don't fuck. They can't. That I saw a really funny thing the other day. Oh my god, what is it?
This is a really
What's-
saucy episode.
What's worse? What's worse?
I feel like I should
What's
retract
wor-
all my interview questions and make it
Hold on,
really
hold on.
sexual.
What's worse than two girls running with scissors?
Falling on scissors.
Two girls scissoring with the runs.
Oh.
And with that, thank you for listening or watching to Shush Don't Tell Mum.
You are
My name has been
fabulous.
Barney. That's Jamie. And yeah, if you manage to give this a 5-star review after that comment, then you're a legend in
You
our
are.
books, okay?
Click that like button, share it with one of your closest friends, and remember, please don't tell mum
Especially after this episode.
after this episode. Shh, don't tell mum.
Shh, don't tell mum.